Nation Network. What's going on? Hey, it's CVV, Chris Van Vliet, and you guys are crushing it. I want to send you a big congratulations on the 2,000 subscribers. And I love that everybody's kind of jumping on board here and realizing how great the content that you're putting out is. So for the community, a big thank you for being part of the Nation Network. And you guys are just getting started. Woo! Keep it going.
Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome back to the Nation Network. This is Monday Nitro, featuring the WCW, and what a lineup we've got tonight, Jess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We're looking at the top talent, and that's all we have for you here. We're going to see the Steiners. We're going to see the NWO. They're going to continue the battle for the tag team titles. And right now, I can tell you without a doubt, Zeus will be here tonight. He's going to be in the main event. That's all I know for sure right now, but that's all I need to know.
I'll tell you, one of the matches I'm looking forward to, it is going to be a main event anywhere in the world, ladies and gentlemen. The Four Horsemen in an 8-man tag team matchup, going up against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Magnum TA, Dusty, and Dustin Rhodes. It is going to be one for the ages.
Not only that, but the one and only Sting is going to be in action tonight as well. And we're about to kick things off with the ladies division.
Indeed. The ladies will be here tonight. It has gone back and forth. The title has changed hands. Queen Zelina still has unfinished business with Charlotte Flair. And tonight, these two ladies perhaps will be able to put a ribbon on it, as they say.
Well, I don't know if they're going to put a ribbon on it or not. I think perhaps Charlotte will take that ribbon and tie it around the neck of Queen Zelina and pop her head like a zit.
Well, there's an image I needed to have. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, we are going to send you up to ringside to kick off all the action here on WCW Monday Nitro. Oh, that didn't take long at all.
What a move right there by Charlotte Flair, dropping the leg out from underneath her. Smart move, in my opinion. Hey, never give a sucker an even chance.
Oh, that is absolutely uncalled for. That is despicable.
Hey, you say tomatoes, I say tomatoes. End of the day, Charlotte Flair is looking to rid herself of this headache known right here as Zelina Vega.
Charlotte, all of a sudden now on the receiving end. Zelina Vega comes up with a senton splash.
Well, there's no love lost between these two women. We know that for a fact. They have been feuding for so many weeks now. And that WCW Women's Championship now around the waist of Zelina Vega.
Going for the cover. This is a non-title match, it should be pointed out, but that doesn't matter. Charlotte Flair is here to prove it was a fluke. In her opinion, that's what it was. I am not so convinced. Tremendous move right there by Charlotte with a Uranagi slam. And now with the leg, and again going to attack that leg even further is Charlotte Flair.
Well, she's definitely taken a page out of the book of her legendary father, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, who we'll be seeing in just a little while here tonight.
Zelina coming up with a springboard, and she connects with the former champion. Hurricane Rana, nicely done.
You know, I'll say one thing, Zelina Vega gives up a lot of size. She's the smallest competitor in the match.
And she got it, no!
Very close right there, very close indeed to a victory.
Can you imagine if Charlotte were to lose this one like that? Over the top, and Zelina just took out Charlotte. What a tremendous senton.
Throwing caution to the wind, and I gotta tell you, high risk, high reward in that situation. But look at this, Charlotte Flair still able to come back and handle her business.
As we begin the month of October, and Jess, you know what that means.
Absolutely, that means Halloween Havoc is not far away.
Indeed, it is not. Halloween Havoc, of course, one of the biggest events in the calendar year here for the WCW. And one thing I can tell you is these two ladies will be putting this rivalry to a test. Charlotte with that perfect moonsault landing right on the champion. She's got two and almost put her away. Continues to work the leg.
Well, it's real smart. Always go after a body part, and that might be it right now.
She's got her in the figure four. And now there's the stretch to the figure eight leg lock, and Zelina might have to tap right there. How much more can she tolerate?
Well, it would be the right thing to do, because why do you want to risk the injury in a non-title match? I say tap out and let it be over.
Now Zelina not about to give up. It's a matter of pride right now.
Pride comes before the fall. Keep that in mind.
Irish whip into the turnbuckle. And now Charlotte with a 1-2. And again to the top rope. Another moonsault. Zelina moved out of the way, but then Charlotte was ready. 2. And it's a win for Charlotte Flair over Zelina Vega, here to kick things off tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And now Charlotte, she's got a steel chair in the ring.
Oh, she's going to go after that leg. She's going to do some serious damage to Zelina. That leg throws the referee right out of the way.
We don't need to see this. We'll be back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. That's disgusting.
It's not WrestleFest on the arcade. It's not WrestleMania on the NES. It's not No Mercy on the N64. It's just a gunshot away from those fine retro games on Project 64. Retextured, remodeled, right on your home PC. Buy the board, but watch your step. It's the all-new WWF Legends Challenge 64.
All right, fans, ready for the next one. Boy, oh boy, that opening match setting a hell of a bar.
Well, right now, I got to tell you, I'm kind of interested in seeing the next one up here because we haven't seen this dude around here in a little while, and I'm not sure where he's been.
Well, he's here now.
Scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 250 pounds.
This is Sting. I'll tell you, it is great to have him back here at the WCW. Nitro is not the same without him. He certainly looks in top condition.
Well, that's one thing I've always got to give the guy, whether I like him or not, whether I agree with his style of wrestling. I think he's a little too much with the fans, myself personally, for my taste. But at the end of the day, I've got to admit one thing, and that is he is one hell of a talent, and he's put together very well. I'm somebody who knows a little something about bodies, and his is in top condition. He is a true professional wrestler. Can't take anything away from him.
Well, as I'm sure you're well aware, he is a former bodybuilder turned professional wrestler. Bell sounds, action's underway. And once again, this is Wrestleverse, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Breeze, the opponent here tonight.
Well, one thing we know about Wrestleverse, and that is that anyone goes. And right now it is going to be Tyler Breeze going up against Sting. We'll see what he has in him.
Sting has got on a sleeper. And now Tyler with a jawbreaker to get out of that hole. Tremendous move that time now, and Tyler Breeze has shaken off the offensive Sting for a moment. Over the top and out to the floor he goes.
Well, Tyler Breeze making one of the most common mistakes that we see here week after week by different levels of superstars. Some of them are well-versed. Some of them are up and coming. You can't deal with the fans. I don't care if you're yelling at them or if you're cheering with them. You got to stay focused on the man inside that squared circle with you. He's the one that's going to take you out.
Indeed, and right now that is exactly what is happening. The man known as Prince Pretty being manhandled right now by the Icon.
Well, Sting in many ways has been the flagship bearer, or the flag bearer, I should say, of the WCW. Nobody perhaps anywhere has represented WCW the way Sting has, and a lot of respect goes upon that.
Referee's count is continuing. And now reaching the count of 7 as Tyler just got dropped across the steel guardrail. And now what Sting got in mind. Throws him back under the bottom rope. And now Sting called on the fans. And to your point, he got caught again in another sleeper.
Well, he tried to take Sting off the apron, which I don't blame him for. Sting was again playing to the fans, and Tyler wasn't having it.
And goes for the roll-up, but he's in the ropes. Referee got a call for the break. Winds up the arm. What's he going to do now? Nice move right there by Tyler. And now Irish whip Sting to the ropes. Back down front. Drop down by Tyler Breeze. Nicely done. Back elbow drop. And that finds the mark. Now perching himself up on the middle rope. Took too much time, and Sting is going to make him pay the price.
Well, once again, opportunity was there. Oh, wait just a moment. This is it right here.
Stay with a Scorpion Deathlock on him. He is trying to survive. But that's going to be it.
Well, he came for the fight, but he went down like everybody else. Sting makes a triumphant return here to WCW.
Are you kidding me? What is he doing here?
That's Dolph Ziggler.
I know who it is. Attention wrestling fans, if you're having a great time here on the Nation Network, then we encourage you to go visit Dre 41 right after this program. Dre 41 with some of the greatest hockey action you've ever seen, featuring games from Japan that you won't see in the United States. Whether it's professional wrestling, boxing, or just an overall good time, get spicy with Dre 41. It has been a night of surprises already, ladies and gentlemen. Dolph Ziggler appearing on the stage. What is the meaning of this?
Well, he seemed to be addressing his attention towards Sting from where I'm sitting. Here's a match I wouldn't mind seeing.
Hawaii, weighing in at 241 pounds, Ricky the Dragon.
As Ricky the Dragon Steamboat makes his way down to the ring for this 8-man tag team matchup. Steamboat, of course, a former world heavyweight champion in his own right. What do you think about this 8-man matchup?
Well, it's definitely a fantasy match, in my opinion. Everybody's going to want to see the outcome of this one. You've got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat aligning himself with the American Dream, Dustin Rhodes, and Magnum TA. Now, those three dudes, they've known each other and run together for a long time now. Adding Ricky to the Dragon Steamboat to the mix will be interesting, but they're going to be going up against what I consider to be the most formidable faction in all of professional wrestling history in the Four Horsemen.
As we take a look at Magnum TA heading down the aisle. The body, considering the Four Horsemen to be the most dominant faction, I believe is what you said.
Yeah, they're the ones that I'm going to bet on every time. Because you know why? I'll tell you why. Because Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Lex Luger, and Mr. Perfect, they all understand the body mentality.
Which is what?
Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Indeed, that does sound like you.
It works. I tell you and I remind you and everybody else each and every week, I don't mind doing it. The next day, they don't ask you how you won.
At the same time, there's got to be a level of sportsmanship, please.
And at a combined weight of 508 pounds, the family.
The Royal Family, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes.
How exactly are they the Royal Family? Can somebody please explain that to me? I never saw them ever getting knighted or anything.
Their lineage, their bloodline, if you would, that runs deep in the world of professional wrestling, their accomplishments.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have accomplishments. It doesn't make them royalty. Are we in England all of a sudden? Did I wake up in another country?
Not sure you didn't wake up on another planet sometimes.
Hey, you just watch yourself, man. You're going to keep on talking to yourself, and I'm going to come over there and tighten your tie for you.
All right, here comes the opposition. Indeed, if not the most dominant, one of the most dominant factions of all of professional wrestling history. They are the Four Horsemen.
Weight of 1,042 pounds.
Arn Anderson, Mr. Perfect, the total package. Lex Luger, the United States Championship around his waist. And, of course, a 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Well, when you want to talk about a formidable foursome, I don't know that you're going to do much better than this.
Look at that lineup right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's as good as you'll ever see. Referee calls for the bell. Action is underway, and here we go. Suplex takes him all the way down. Ricky the Dragon going to work, or trying to go to work right now on the enforcer, Arn Anderson.
Well, there's a lot of bad blood between Ricky the Dragon, Steamboat, and members of the Four Horsemen. Of course, when he was the heavyweight champion of the world, he took that title from Ric Flair, and it was real personal all the way from that point on.
Steamboat now has him up in the air. Arn Anderson taking that suplex, and down he goes. Steamboat from the corner went for the fist, and he missed the target. Are you kidding me?
Hard to believe you could miss it from that particular angle, but he did.
Gonna try his luck again, and this time it connects, and Arn Anderson is in trouble. Into the turnbuckle. Tag has made the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Now the legal man. Double team, drop down, toe hold, and there's the big elbow. Arn Anderson is in trouble. Dusty not going to allow him to make the tag. There's a clothesline.
Well, as much as I'm not a fan of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, I've got to give credit where it's due. He did a good job of making sure Arn Anderson wouldn't make it to his corner, and that is a big part of tag team wrestling, as we all know. You have to cut the ring in half and keep your opponent in your half of the ring.
Oh, what a desperation move right there now. Nature Boy Ric Flair continuing the age-long feud with the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, this is a battle that has raged on for decades, and it'll probably go on for more. Ric Flair, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, they know each other as well as any two men in the history of professional wrestling ever have.
A big uppercut. Tag made, and now Magnum TA steps into the ring. And now it is Magnum going to work on the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And now Dustin Rhodes and Ric Flair tied up outside the ring. In the meantime, Magnum tagging Ricky the Dragon Steamboat back in. Steamboat comes up with a flying head scissor and takes down the Nature Boy. From behind, Steamboat. Rear waist lock, and Flair gets out. Has one of his own. Couldn't hold him, and Steamboat adjusts.
Well, I'll tell you this much right now. Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen having a tough time of it right now. But I've got to believe that is all just a matter of time before things turn their direction.
Steamboat now trying to go to work on Flair in the corner, and Flair gets out of it. What is going on here? Steamboat kicking off, and now comes up with a nice arm drag. Tag made, and here comes Dustin, the natural. This young man with a ton of potential.
Well, I'll give credit where it's due as well. He's a chip off the old block. He's a big Texas kid, and he is powerfully strong.
What a move right there by the natural.
He may be up and coming, but I'll tell you what, he's in the ring with one of the legendary best, and this is going to be a great learning opportunity for him.
Well, he seems to be learning pretty quickly. Ric Flair can't get a move in. Nice dragon screw right there. Flair trying to reach the tag to Perfect or Luger. Unable to make it to either man. Swing and a miss. Back heel trip takes him down, and now Flair attacking the knee. And we know what that's all about.
Well, we saw his daughter earlier today taking a page from the book of her dad, and we know exactly how successful that can be.
Indeed, that figure four leg lock, and now Flair going down low. The referee says nothing about it. 2 count. And Dustin able to get out of there. Oh, he is seeing stars right now. How in the world is this official allowing that to happen? From behind, there's a roll-up. He's got the tights.
He's got a handful of tights. What the hell is that?
After what just happened to him, I think anything is justifiable. And Dustin is fit to be tied. Looks like Magnum TA may have gotten too close.
Well, again, that's the rookie coming out of him. That's the lack of experience. You have to control your rage and your anger, otherwise it will burn you down, and that's why right now he's on the receiving end.
Oh, look at this, right back up. And collar clotheslines, Mr. Perfect. Kurt Hennig now back up to his feet. Dustin with a sunset flip, drops him on the back of his head.
Well, he calls himself the natural. He is a naturally talented individual. We'll give credit, like I said, but you're in there against the Four Horsemen. I don't care. One way or another, it's just a matter of time, in my opinion.
Double back body drop, and now Steamboat riling this crowd up. Clothesline, and out goes Mr. Perfect. And here comes Arn Anderson. Going for the pile driver.
He just dropped Steamboat right on his head, and that's going to definitely send him into a different time zone mentally at the very least.
Steamboat trying to get back up to his feet. The enforcer now is in control of this one. Arn Anderson has him up on the suplex. Textbook. Looked like Anderson might have been thinking about making a tag for a moment. Perhaps he should have. Scoops him up in the air. And now Steamboat brought over to the corner. Head first into the turnbuckle. Arn Anderson hooks the leg.
Well, you see Magnum TA getting in there to make the save because he knew Steamboat was in danger.
The Dragon Ricky Steamboat taking a lot of punishment right now. And desperately needs to get back to his corner and get a fresh man into this matchup.
Arn Anderson is showing why he is called the enforcer. He is taking over in this one. He has turned the momentum in favor of the Four Horsemen, as I believe I predicted he would.
Cover and hooks the leg, save is made. Nicely done by Magnum TA to keep this one going. As Arn Anderson has him up in the air, head first, spikes him with a gourd buster.
Steamboat's in a bad situation right now. Arn Anderson knows it, brings him over to the corner.
Double team coming up now by the Four Horsemen. Down across the arm. Irish whip takes him back out front. Shoulder block nicely done and perfect. Has that momentum, and it is desperation time. Steamboat needs to make the tag, but he can't get there. So close to making the tag. And he does.
Well, finally making the tag. It might be too little too late as Magnum TA and Lex Luger continue their feud as well. These two dudes had been battling it out for the United States Championship. Luger came away with the win.
Overhead gorilla press slam down. Goes Magnum TA, and now the tag made to perfect. Cover hooks the leg, and now heading. Look at Arn Anderson going across the ring.
Yeah, well, we saw the saves being made before. Anderson just wants to know that nobody's going to break it up.
Magnum TA starting to fire up himself as well. DDT nicely done, hooks a leg. Kurt Hennig is in trouble, there's two. He almost got him.
Well, almost doesn't count, as we all know. Only horseshoes and hand grenades, and we're not doing none of that here tonight.
Suplex takes him all the way over, and now look at Hennig. Oh, he's the one that got the suplex, but right now he's looking worse for the wear. And look at Magnum rubbing his face right in the mat.
Well, that's a little bit of hospitality right there, isn't it? There's good sportsmanship for all those kids out there to be watching.
It may not be the most sporting thing to do, but at the same time, he has... Oh, Dusty Rhodes with a DDT! And looks like Kurt Hennig is bleeding.
Kurt Hennig, indeed, from that DDT has been busted wide open, and he's in a whole lot of trouble. And now the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, starting to feel it.
To the ropes, back out front, knee to the midsection.
Well, how could you miss with a target like that?
And now, the total package able to lift the American Dream. Dusty Rhodes throws him into that turnbuckle. Nobody home. DDT. And now Luger, dazed, caught a small package. Will that be enough?
He kicked right out on a count of one. That's because the total package, Lex Luger, is indeed the total package.
The press overhead, and he drops Dusty Rhodes like a bad habit.
Dusty Rhodes not even sure which way he's going right now.
Arn Anderson spiking the knee of Dusty Rhodes into the mat. But the American Dream able to kick out. Now we're starting to see the bodies pile up in the ring. Ric Flair, Steamboat going at it. And Arn Anderson coming back after Dusty Rhodes. Head first into the corner. Draping that leg. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of history with that left knee of Dusty Rhodes. The Horsemen have done a lot of damage over the years, and they know it. They know where his Achilles is, and it is the left leg. They're going to target it. And you know, if Ric Flair gets an opportunity to put that figure four leg lock on him, that's exactly what he's going to do.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, having a difficult time getting back up, and he does though. And there's a tag made. Magnum back up and ready. Oh, he got caught. Luger has him up. Paul, pile driver.
And just like that, it could all be over.
A save, I believe, was made. As Luger just took Steamboat off the apron. Boy, oh boy, these two, look at this. Belly to belly, by Magnum TA. That might be it for the win. 1, 2, and a save made.
That was a close call right there for the total package. Lex Luger, and boy, I'll tell you, Magnum would love nothing better than to get a pinfall over the total package.
After taking the United States Championship away from him, you better believe Magnum TA would love the opportunity. As another roll-up. This time he's in his corner. And the save made this time by Kurt Hennig. And Magnum with a DDT. Luger split wide open. Look at the eye.
And now the Horsemen are having to come in waves to keep this thing alive because Lex Luger has taken a lot of punishment.
Tag made and now double team. They've got 5 seconds.
Yeah, what makes you think this referee's capable of counting to 5? I'd like to know.
Steamboat has got him off at the total package down. Steamboat now is up. Crossbody! Hooks the leg, that might be all she wrote! Save made by Arn Anderson!
Everybody's had opportunities, but nobody able to get the job done thus far.
Look at the monkey flip right there by the total package. Lex Luger, he shot him up into orbit.
And now he takes Dustin Rhodes off the apron, but turns right back, and there is Steamboat.
Another small package by the Dragon. There's 1, there's 2, and Flair just in the nick of time. Oh, look at this. Steamboat clearing the Horsemen out. Nobody home.
Well, another close call right there, and it looked like it was almost over. Steamboat realized he had to get everyone off the apron, in other words, in order to make sure nobody made the save. But in that time, Lex Luger able to regain his composure.
Taking Dusty Rhodes off the apron as well. Dustin Rhodes is there just in the nick of time. I'm not sure, but I think Steamboat kicked out on his own.
A bloody Lex Luger out to the apron. Referee having a real tough time right now maintaining order, and I believe an 8-man match should have at least 2 referees, 1 inside the ring and 1 outside.
Steamboat and Luger both have been through one hell of a battle here tonight. Many people believe Ricky the Dragon Steamboat might be the next in line. He's got him up in a torture rack. And the save was made.
And not a second too soon, because Steamboat was about to go down. In my opinion, I think he was done.
And Dusty Rhodes coming up with a clothesline. Not going to happen. Perfect plex. Will that be it? Dusty Rhodes kicks out. Magnum TA right now, and now Dusty. Neck breaker. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. What a clothesline! And down he goes. Dusty wants him up. Perfect gonna do it again.
This time I don't know, and it's a regular suplex, not going for that perfect plex, that fisherman suplex that we've seen him do in the past.
Kurt Hennig coming up empty right now. The son of the legendary Larry the Axe Hennig. And the apple doesn't fall far from the tree now, does it?
I'll say.
Dusty Rhodes trying desperately to make the tag. Look at this. Elbow finding its mark. And now Hennig backed up.
Well, he's in the wrong corner right now. Kurt Hennig has got to find a way to get back to his teammates.
Oh, here comes Dusty Rhodes with the elbow. Cover, hooks the leg, will that be enough? Once again, the save is made by the total package Lex Luger. Dustin Rhodes clearing the Horsemen off the apron. And now, the royal family starting to get things turned around. Sunset flip here on the floor.
Well, this is totally breaking down right here. The official has lost control of this match entirely, and I believe that somebody needs to step in and do something about this.
As the Horsemen start to regain themselves, Dusty Rhodes continues, taking him off the apron. Luger is down, Flair is down. It's a count-out victory.
What a terrible match, in my opinion. Terrible outcome.
Mr. Perfect unable to beat the count back in as we take a look at the replay of some of the moments in this one, and what a tremendous action it was.
Lex Luger was in total control, and I believe the Four Horsemen are the rightful winners of this one.
You can believe it if you want, but you're looking at the winners in the ring right now. Fans, stick around. More action to come here on Nitro.
It's time to grab your popcorn and your soda. Get your favorite candy. And get ready, because we are going to the movies. We're going to be watching and reviewing some of the most iconic movies featuring superstars of the world of professional wrestling. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down? We'll give you our thoughts, you give us yours. Come check us out as we review some of the greatest titles in its genre. Make sure you check out the Nation Network as we take you to the movies.
All right, fans, we are back, and it has been a night here on Nitro as we take a look at the brand new WCW World Tag Team Champions.
Set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, the WCW World Tag Team Champions, Rick and Scott, the
Well, Rick and Stott, the Steiner brothers, they did what nobody else had been able to do for well over a year. They took the tag team championships away from the outsiders. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, of course, founding members of the NWO.
Indeed they did, and tonight they'll be going up against a member of the NWO. This is SYXX, and we understand in true Wrestleverse fashion that he has picked a tag team partner. Now, we don't know if this is somebody in front of the NWO or not. We just know he's got a first-time tag team partner here tonight.
First, representing the NWO from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 212 pounds, SYXX.
Well, I'll say this much right now. You got to have a lot of guts bringing in a stranger, a guy you've never tagged up with, to go up against the Steiner brothers, but even more so when they're the tag team champions.
Well, there's no love lost between the Steiners and the NWO, and they will definitely be looking to set a precedent, I believe, if not a message, back to the locker room. Who is his partner? What?
And from taking over
Wes Lee!
in at 183 pounds, the NXT North American Champion, Wes Lee!
Well, this is Wrestleverse, and anyone goes in Wrestleverse.
Yeah, whether they're on the roster or not, 2K doesn't really give a rat's rear end. Wes Lee, though, a talented youngster, and I think he and X-Pac make an exciting tag team.
Yeah, this should definitely be a real good job of high flying with those two. And then you're going up against the traditional grapplers. They were standouts over at Michigan University, amateur wrestlers, top of their field. I'll tell you, this ought to be a real good match.
Bell sounds, action is underway, and again, the tag team titles are not on the line in this match, but believe you me, SYXX has got a game plan, I'm sure. It is only a matter of time because Hall and Nash have not yet exercised their championship return match clause. Oh, look at this! The dog-faced gremlin attacking!
Has he had his rabies shots? What the hell is he doing?
Flying drop kick off the top rope, and SYXX just caught him. Steiner escaping the back. You know, there was a point in time where SYXX went under a different name in a different organization. He was known as the 1-2-3 Kid. It's a name he earned by pulling big upsets, including moves like that right there. Tag made to Wes Lee, and so far, I've got to tell you, this doesn't look like a first-time tag team experience. These two guys are doing pretty well. Nice move right there by Rick Steiner with that ankle grab, taking him down. And now belly-to-belly suplex by Steiner. Cover and hooks the leg, it's one.
Well, the dog-faced gremlin, I'll tell you, when you talk about tag teams, you're always looking at their strengths and their weaknesses, and in my opinion, he is the biggest weakness for their team, mentally speaking.
I'm not going to agree with that, not even close. The Steiner brothers have proven time in and time out that they are able to get the job done no matter who you put them in the ring with. And Rick Steiner, believe you me, is a big part of that. Drop down, and now Scotty comes up, tried to catch him, and he missed. Looked like he was going to try a takeover of some sort, perhaps Irish whip to the ropes, and now Wes Lee back out front once again. Oh, he caught him this time. Went for the overhead belly to belly. Wes Lee not having anything to do with it.
Well, it was a smart move on the part of Wes Lee to get out of that hole, but right now the Steiners are back in control.
Another belly-to-belly suplex, this time by Scotty. Got caught in a small package. What an upset this will be!
Well, he got a 1 count, which is probably one more than he might have thought he was going to get. And now roll up. Look at this.
Shoulders are on the mat. Referee's in position for 2. Scott Steiner cheering this thing on. It's Rick Steiner outside the ring going after Wes Lee. Went for the boot. Wes Lee was prepared for that, but now Steiner coming back. Irish whip into the turnbuckle, and Steiner's in the wrong part of town.
Yeah, Scott Steiner's got to find a way to get back over to his brother. You don't want to be in this corner for very long.
Oh, he's bleeding. Scott Steiner just got split wide open.
Well, that's what I was just saying. You don't want to be over there. That's the wrong part of town. There are no friendly faces. And now look at this. Great job right here.
Double team. Oh, a blockbuster. Nicely done.
Again, can you believe this is a first-time tag team matchup?
X-Pac, I beg your pardon, 6 from the top rope. Waiting. Steiner. Oh, he just shoved him aside midair. Butterfly suplex here on the concrete floor. Now Scotty with a DDT. Referee's count is climbing. We already saw one match end in a count out. We could see it again here. Steiner has him up in the air. What a power bomb! Irish whip to the ropes, back out front. Oh, they collide. And into the turnbuckle he goes. Steiner got caught with a clothesline. 1.5, almost a 2 count. SYXX with a power slam. Drops the leg.
Well, it's back and forth action, and that's the way I like it. And we tell you, I knew that there was potential right here, that we might see a hell of a match out of X-Pac and Wes Lee. I wasn't expecting as much as we are getting, however. I would have thought that the tag team champions would have been a little bit more dominating than they've been.
SYXX again able to avoid. Oh, look at this! This is going to be huge! He's got him in trouble! Steiner is fading! Save is made!
Well, Scott Steiner got in the ring just in the nick of time because I believe Rick Steiner was getting ready to tap.
Indeed, he may very well have been. Steiner sending him into the corner. Tag made, double team coming up. Let's see what they got here. Clothesline. Steiner has him up in the air. This is not going to end well. Steiner driver. Oh my goodness, that's it. Save made by Wes Lee.
Oh, he's not going to make a save after that one.
And SYXX comes back with a spinning heel kick to the midsection.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm impressed. There's an X Factor. Holy cow, look out.
Save made by Rick Steiner. How big would this have been?
Hey, I want to know something right now. Is this an audition for Wes Lee to become a member of the NWO? Because I'll tell you right now, he's doing a hell of a job if it is.
Steiner. What a suplex, turns him inside out, hooks the leg, that could be it, drop him on the back of his head.
2.5 count, but I'll tell you what, he's in trouble.
Steiner has him up in the air. And that Steiner driver. Not gonna make the save this time. There's your winners. They are the tag team champions, ladies and wait a minute. Give me a break.
Well, that's all that I needed to see. I knew they weren't going to allow this to stand.
The Outsiders, Hall and Nash, attacking the Steiner brothers after a grueling match. Are you kidding me?
Wrestling fans, if you're enjoying the content here on the Nation Network, we encourage you to check out Blazed Radio. Join Blaze for his unique take on E-Fed Wrestling.
Hey, Walker. There's a shotgun stunner, but long through the table at the same time.
From 2K to AEW Fight Forever, as well as talk show podcasts and NFL Red Zone coverage.
I love that I can listen to football commentary where the important conversations happen, like the rack on the ref.
As soon as we're finished here, jump over to Blaze Radio and tell him Vince sent you. Wrestling fans, right after this program is done, enter the danger zone. Jump over and check out J-Rock 73. Tell him Vince sent you.
All right, fans, we are here. Look at this. Mustafa Ali making his WCW appearance and debut against the human wrecking machine, Zeus.
Well, we've seen him recently teaming up with Big Van Vader, so that is double destruction indeed.
When you talk about October, when you talk about Halloween Havoc, what is a more frightening scene or vision than Zeus?
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to be the one getting in the ring with this guy. Look at him. He's an absolute beast.
Zeus and Vader together. Who could possibly stand in their way?
Well, somewhere right now, I believe Hollywood Hogan is going to be keeping a close eye on this one.
Oh, what a move right there. Mustafa Ali was up. No effect at all. Zeus just came right back.
He shook it off as if nothing happened. That's unbelievable.
His back of his head just struck the ring post. Oh, my goodness.
Back of his head, the front of his head doesn't make a difference to Zeus.
This man is an absolute force of nature, and he will stoop to absolutely anything. Ali dropping him on the back of his head. Zeus is down, but let's see if he can keep him there. No, he rolls to the floor. And Ali over the top rope, wipe out, and Zeus is down.
Well, if you're going to make an impression on your debut here in WCW, perhaps no better way than to have a moment like this. Zeus having trouble getting back up, and I'm a little surprised.
Mustafa Ali using the speed and quickness to his advantage.
He's gaining the upper hand on Zeus. Can you believe it? I can't.
He is doing a tremendous job right here tonight. Oh, head first into the steel, and that might be what it takes. Zeus trying to get, oh, he's dazed again. Ali. He might get him. Zeus just beats the count back in.
I'm not sure he beat the count back in, but the referee's allowing it to continue. It was very close.
Oh, this is not going to go well, I don't think. I think Mustafa Ali has just opened up. Oh, look at this, shot to the midsection. And Ali has him. Hurricane Rana, cradle, hooks the legs. This will be huge.
Well, it would have been, but he didn't get it. Oh, look at this, Zeus right back up again.
Presses him high overhead and drops him. Zeus has a look on his face of disdain. Irish whip back up front he comes. Oh my goodness, almost took his head off with that one.
Yeah, Mustafa Ali's finding out right now exactly what this man is made of.
Like running into a brick wall, and the brick wall is not going to give. Ali just got blasted out of the air. Call him! Small package rolls him up!
Well, once again, Zeus gets caught, perhaps getting a little bit too confident. Things were going his way.
Back body drop, and he makes it look simple.
Well, there's a massive height, size, and muscle mass weight difference in favor of Zeus here.
Spine buster, now Mustafa Ali. I'll say this. He put up one hell of a fight. Let's see if he can continue it. Oh, he's got him in the bear hug. He made it to the ropes. Zeus waiting on him to get back to his feet. There's a choke slam, yes. Hooks the leg. And an impressive victory indeed for the human wrecking machine. Look at this.
I can't believe it. He's got the guts to come out here.
Hollywood Hogan heading to the ring with the WCW World title over his shoulder.
Well, he might have the title over his shoulder, but where's his hair?
These two men are going to have a date with destiny at Halloween Havoc.